Hey, what's up guys, my name is Khushnud. In this video I would like to go back to the last 36 weeks that I've been doing Uber bike, and let's compare it and see which week was the best week, and overall in these 36 weeks how much I made, how much I paid rent approximately, and how much I spent on average for the fuel, and see overall the total number. Let's get started. In order to see that, we go to weekly summary and click on the top, and it shows everything every single week, how much you made, and it is very good and convenient to see the overall picture. When we go down here, so the week that I started was the day that I started, it was December 24th, and on that week during 3 days I made $1,200, and after that week I made $3,279. Just for fun, let's look and see how many hours was I online and I worked. I was online 72 hours and active time was 38 hours, and overall I made $3,200. But we have to consider that it was in the end of Christmas and New Year, so it was pretty busy that time, and I was online 72 hours. That's unbelievable. And I know there have been people watching lately my videos and saying that you don't put a lot of time, you don't work a lot, so they kind of get mad about it. But as you guys can see, in the beginning I really put a lot of time and effort, and being online 72 hours is not easy. It was a little bit easier because it was pretty active, so I didn't have time to just sit and wait for a long time as I'm doing right now. Just waiting is tiring by itself, but when it is busy you don't get tired as much. So right here I was 72 hours online and I made over $3,000, which is great. We go back again over there, and after that I got sick. I didn't work, I remember, and on that week I made $500, and the week after that I made almost $2,000. And let's see how many hours I was online. So I was online 66 hours. That's a lot of time too, but here we can see the differences between holidays and regular days, because from January 10 to 17 it was not that busy because all the holidays they passed by, and I was online still a lot, 66 hours, but I didn't make as much as I did during the holiday. During the holiday, 72 hours being online, and I made over $3,000. But here this week I was online 66 hours. Active time was a lot less because during holidays my active time was 38 hours. Can you just imagine? 38 hours. Overall 52 trips, and barely I made $2,000. And I didn't check it, but let's recheck it again. That amount of money that I did, over $3,000, I made 68 trips. That's unbelievable. That's a lot. And you guys can see my tip amount is not high. I made only $190 from 68 trips that I've done on that specific week. So we go back there and let's look at the weeks that were not as good, and let's compare it with this kind of weeks. January 17 to 24 I made $2,500, and out of curiosity also we can look it up, and here still I was online 68 hours. It was very similar to the last week, January 10 to 17. The amount of time that I put in 68 hours, but this specific week I made significantly more, like $500 more, and great. 49 trips, even with less trip I made $2,500, which was a lot, and I was online 68 hours. So in the beginning it was very fun for me to drive a lot because it was pretty busy. And this week $1,820, and I was online 53 hours. So if I put a little bit more time into it, I think I would make more. But I remember that in the beginning I started hard, and then week after week I started feeling fatigue. So I think this is somewhere where it took a little bit time off, and on Thursday I didn't work. Overall, good amount of money that I made on that week. And there was also the craziest week. So January 31 to February 7, it was the beginning of Super Bowl, and also there were a lot of rides. And let's check it out. I was online a lot more, 62 hours, almost 63 hours. Overall, made 51 trips. But here, even though I took one day off on Tuesday, I was able to make over $2,700, which is great. And especially on weekends like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because 4th, 5th, and 6th were very close to Super Bowl, and a lot of people came by, and there were a lot of rides. And you guys can see active time was 3 hours. That's unbelievable, and it was pretty good earnings. But when we check it with Super Bowl week, I made $3,380 being online only 50 hours. Do you guys remember the week during holiday, the end of December, the beginning of January, that I made over $3,000, but I was online there 72 hours. On Super Bowl, I was online 50 hours. Active time was 36 hours. If you guys also remember, the active time from being online 72 hours, active time from there was 38 hours. But here, it was so active that from being online 50 hours only, my active time was 36 hours, and overall I made over $3,000, $3,380. And I remember I had a couple of dollars that I had a private client, and probably I had Lyft rides too, which was amazing. And those kind of holidays, they are amazing because there are a lot of people traveling, and you make pretty good amount of money. And after Super Bowl, I remember it started going back down, and I started making less also because I started getting tired of doing it. And I understood that this kind of work, putting 60-70 hours, is not sustainable. It really had effect on me, even though I was doing a good amount of money, but it was still tiring. And I remember that every single day when I came back from work, I was tired, and I felt like it was pretty hard work to do, especially for that long. And after that, I started taking days off, and one, and then turned into 2 days off. And after that Super Bowl, you guys can see I didn't work 2 days, but still it was still good because I was only 32 hours only, and I made $1,700, which was amazing. And after that, it was going slowly going down. After that week, I made $2,000, then $1,600, and $2,500. It is very interesting to see. Let's look it up. So in order for me to make $2,500 from March 7th to March 14th was only 52 hours. Active time was 29 hours. So still I put really a good amount of time, because the standard hours per week for regular job is 40 hours. So I was putting more, and I was making a good amount of money. And then I took 2 days off after that, and after that, March 21 to 28, I had 3 days off. And this week, I really felt like I was already getting tired, and I was afraid to get burnt out. I might got burnt out during that time, and I took some days off in order to gain more energy and more enthusiasm into work. because working long hours, it really had effect on me. Maybe for you guys too, who did work during those times and putting a lot of time and energy for a job, even though you make a good amount of money, but still it has effect on the body. And since then, I didn't have any great week that I would say was amazing, anything like that. So March 28th to April 4th, I made $472. I remember that week I got sick. It was like flu or something, and I was really tired. And also the next week, for 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I didn't work because I couldn't work. And day after day, April 18 to 25, I took 4 days off. I don't remember what I did, but 4 days off is actually a lot. But even though I took 4 days off, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I actually made $1,200, which is great. And after you guys can see that I mostly worked the weekends, starting from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was making good amount of money. Taking 2 days off, I could make $1,500 and then over $1,000, and then slowly it got less and less and less. And after a few weeks working like that, I started changing my strategy a little bit and putting more time into it. And you guys can see overall how these weeks were the past 2 months, I would say, maybe 3 months. I was making actually 2,000 and less. I didn't have over $2,000, and I calculated everything from 36 weeks total, and overall I made $59,932. Let's say it's $60,000 with Uber only. $60,000 for 36 weeks. If we divide 36 weeks by 4, which means 4 weeks, it comes around to 9 months. So I did Uber. I've been doing Uber for 9 months, and overall my gross revenue was $60,000. But as you guys remember, I pay rent. I don't have my own car. For rent, I paid a lot of money, and I use the app that's really helpful for calculating all the expenses, transactions that I had between all my cards, and I can go there and type, for example, specific name of the transaction, and it shows everything. So I did that, and overall it showed me for 36 weeks that I've been working for Uber Black, I received $40,253. So it basically means that I made $40,253 after I paid for my weekly rent. If we look at it, if we go into calculator again, and as I said, $60,000 that I made gross without any expenses, and minus $40,250 that I received after paying rent, because all the money that I make weekly, all the money goes directly to the fleet owner, and then fleet owner takes his part for rent. Well, it was $550 for a couple of months, and then it changed to $600. Overall, I paid $19,750 for a car. When we look into weekly earnings, and when we look into, it's very interesting actually to go into your expenses and understand how much you're paying for what. And after seeing that I paid $19,750 for rent, it really hurts me that I don't have my own car yet. So it really motivates me to start looking for cars and to finding ways to buy a car. Those people who say that I'm freaking stupid and I don't know what I'm doing and giving away $600, I understand your frustration, but in my opinion, you don't understand the full picture. Because in the beginning, I didn't have any choice. I did it, and paying $600 for rent, it was okay for me, because you guys remember that we just covered the beginning of a couple of months. I've been working very good, very hard, and making a really good amount of money. And after that, I understood how all these things work, and then slowly but surely I'm understanding the full picture of it, and now I'm more confident and more comfortable to look into cars and understand, can I afford it, can I get this, can I get that. So hopefully in the future I'll get my own car, and all these 9 future weekly payments will be into my own car, which makes everything a lot easier and very, very, very helpful. So in order to understand how much I paid for gas, let's say on average I spent $200 per week for gas. So it was up. It was when gas prices were over the roof. I paid $250 around, and the lowest was $200. Weeks that I worked a lot less, I paid obviously a lot less. But let's take the average, which is $200. Let's say $200. In my personal opinion, it is around $150. But let's take the maximum, $200 every single week, and we multiply it by 36 weeks, as I mentioned that I've been doing Uber Black, and it brings us to $7,200. Let's say $7,000. So from 40,000 that I received minus 7,000 is $33,000. That's actually the profit that it brought. In the beginning, I had the private clients too, and also I did Lyft too. So for Lyft earnings, I didn't go deep into Lyft earnings because Uber is the main guy over here. And after driving for Uber Black for the last 9 months, I made $33,000 after all expenses. But my gross revenue was $60,000 for 9 months. There are 3 more months to go, and that's overall how it all plays out. I hope that this video was very valuable for you to understand how the numbers work, and I really try to be very transparent for you so that you guys understand how this business actually works. Even though right now it is slow, if you put a lot of time into it, you make good amount of money still, even in this slow market. But you have to put a lot of time into it. Those weeks and holidays, when they come around and it gets busy, you make a lot of money spending less time being online, but your active time is higher. Like these couple of weeks that have been slow, you just have to put a lot more time being online out there, sitting and waiting. I know it's very difficult personal to me, just sitting and waiting, because my brain starts saying that you are wasting your time and it's not very efficient. But if you want to make more, you absolutely have to put more time into it, and also understanding where to sit, where to wait. Alright guys, if this video was valuable, please give it a thumbs up, and if you guys want to watch a video that YouTube thinks the best for you, click right over here, or Uber Black earning playlist right over here, and everything regarding Uber Black. Have to open it, have to open LLC, have to get your TCP, everything in that playlist. You can just go and check them out, and I hope that those videos will help you too. And see you in the next video. Bye.